child is sacred. Once they're born, to hell with them. No welfare need for mom. Got the schools, got to let our guns. As our age is 13 and up, who are in prison wait for you. Like Gaza's, we set off bombs, bust up clinics with baseball bats. Lock the doors, shove in your face the defeatist photographs. Be Donna, read and free. God's handmade plan for you. Posted, wanted, dead or alive. Doctors and nurses too. We're pro-life. We're pro-life. We're pro-life. We're pro-life. We're pro-life. Life. Life. We're alive. What's your fault? Don't care if you die. Taliban, USA. Taliban, USA. Taliban, USA.
Devil's Hour.
And how's everybody doing tonight? On a special Thursday edition of the Devil's Hour. We feeling good? I'm doing all right. Cheers, everybody. Having a lovely mojito today. It's a off stand from what I normally drink, but I had it available. Fuck it. Little business before we get started. I originally actually taped the show for tonight. I'm live right now. If you want, there's something in the chat. I'll prove it. And in fact, I even had a different beginning before all the bullshit went down, considering Texas. And then I've been very active on social media today talking about how fucking much bullshit it is. So that's why I threw some Jello Biafra on the front for American Taliban, because not that extreme yet. So I figured I'd go live. Yeah, cheers, Lisdom. Dude, Andy Das, fucking legit, man. I love his artwork, and I love yours too. So I'm working on making sure I can make my way up across the border to hang out with you at some point, probably October, November-ish. So anyways, so yeah, Texas, fucking dumpster fire. I'm glad I'm out. I left due to other reasons, but the politics didn't hurt to leave. But anyway, I know I can talk bullshit politics, but I know what you're here for. Fox News. So a New Jersey woman with the Instagram handle anti-vax mama, that's her. She's a legit stripper from New Jersey. She was actually arrested last week for selling about 250 fake COVID-19 vaccination cards to healthcare workers. Along with her, a New York woman was also arrested for entering at least 10 of those into the New York NYSIIS database. Now, what that database does, it lets businesses and hospitals know on who's been vaccinated, who hasn't, so that way they can make sure that they're cool or groovy to operate with other people. So yeah, for $200 you can get a card. For an extra $250, you can get that card put into the database. Yeah. Currently, both ladies are facing felony counterfeiting charges and misdemeanor conspiracy charges, all because they're trying to do government, trying to pull one over on the government in a bad way. Oh, and FYI, so far, at least 13 people have been tagged and arrested for purchasing these fake cards. I mean, really, looks legit, right? Foot, big. Got the Sputnik 5 vaccine. Yeah, that all seems legit American-wise, right? Speaking of people who have no concept of reality, 17 defendants from the January 6th act of treason here in the United States are in a bit of a pickle. Seems that their counsel, one Mr. John Pierce, is currently unavailable. Why? Well, it seems that he's on a ventilator due to COVID reasons and is unresponsive. This is the same sort of asshole who's defending people from having to do COVID as well. Now, all is not lost for these 17 defendants, because in his stead, Ryan Marshall, who's actually part of the Pierce Bainbridge law firm, the one defending all these assholes, and he's also the chief financial officer for Pierce's National Constitutional Union, Law Union, as well. But he is, however, not a lawyer, and therefore, when they stepped away from the table from being at court, he cannot advise those clients because he's not a lawyer. And it looks like he can't be a lawyer, most likely, because he's currently facing criminal charges in Pennsylvania for attempting to defraud a widow. Yeah. Now, for these 17 people, I know I don't necessarily believe in karma or fate. That's not my bag. I like it is, but like, I'm just saying, if I did, really the only thing to top all that is if they got financial planning from this guy. Now for something lighter. Here's something that actually happened at a school board meeting in Virginia.
You guys work for us in this environment. You answer to us, and I'm asking that you do not pass this policy in Virginia.
Thank you so much, Ms. Thomas. We do appreciate you. Phil McCracken. Phil McCracken. Souk Mahidic. Luke Mahidic. Ophelia McHawk. McHawk. Eileen Dover. Don Kiddick. Wayne Kerr.
Now, I'm not anyone to accuse anyone of any of these sort of shenanigans, especially Don Kedick. But this person is most likely suspect. You think that's crazy? Check this out.
That's the wind of time. That's the wind of history. That's the wind blowing through your ancestors' bones, begging you to do the right thing.
Sir, can you please
That is the wind that Matt Baker is calling upon from Ocean Beach. The wind that is blowing through the black people, through the white people, through the Chinese people, through the Mexican Americans, to the people that built this building with their bare hands to raise up this nation. They are begging you, and they are blowing through your veins, and they should be putting a tingle up the spine of your back, and they should be begging you to do the right thing. You're about to open a pit of hell. You do not get a vaccine passport put on us. You know, as the population who's in control, you know that the people or the politicians, once you get a power, you will never relinquish it. Do you think that the 4 feet of marble that holds you above high in this chamber will help you from the fate of humanity which you are unleashing? No! It won't! Your children and your children's children will be subjugated! I've only asked, how many vaccines have you had? Have you been a good little Nazi? Hail Fauci! Hail Fauci! Hail Fauci! Hail Fauci! There's been a lot of talk about the Nuremberg Code. Well, I brought you a copy. You are all in violation of Section 1. Yes, you, Dr. Luchador, you are in violation of the Nuremberg Code, which is international law. And the definition is...
Sir, your time has expired.
You're welcome, everybody. That took a turn, didn't it? You're expecting something completely different when that started, and then it got really dark quick in a weird, fucked up way. The dude who does the music, go to YouTube. I don't remember his name, but literally, is all he does is do these heavy metal riffs on all these people just like go nuts. There's like a bunch of lines of different Karens doing bullshit. It's really good, and I really love that one a lot. He just released that one, so it's really good. So definitely check it out. But you're welcome. Got a great show tonight. We've got from Houston, Texas, we got Luchador Libre. We got Romeo, and the Bridge City Sinners, along with some other weird, crazy surprises that you know I love to do. So stick around, and we will be right back. Yeah, Gapping the Truth. Lots of fun stuff. We talked about alien stuff this week. You can check out this stuff on the channel right now. Or follow us on social media to track down all the older episodes. It's a lot of fun. Let's see. Let's talk about first guest, shall we? So who I want to talk about today is I want to talk about Luchador Libre. So Luchador Libre is actually a nerd rock project from a Houston-based musician, Eric Lucha. I've known Eric for a bit. Very nice man. So what he does, he takes 8-bit themes that tug at the heartstrings. A lot of really good stuff like that. I've seen him perform live a couple of times, and then we both were guests on another musician's music video. JBZ and the Nightcrawlers showed that way back in the day. It might be a good retro thing to show. I don't know. Anyways, this great he has a great record that's littered with these fun kind of 8-bit nerd rock themes called Bit by Bit. Here's a great track called Friend Zone that is actually from that album. So check it out. Lucha Libre, Friend Zone.
I wish wish I could turn back time so that maybe I could stop that crime where Team Rocket stole you away from me. If I could, then on a dime I'd one-hit KO Mr. Mime and break you from his box like a caged-up Butterfree. But I feel like our scenario is just like Peach and Mario, where Bowser is your boyfriend and I'm stuck on World 1 in the friend zone. Mamma mia, I'm in the friend zone. I'm in the friend zone. They say the hills are always greener in the other games, and I'd play them if the rewards were earned the same. But no one's offering a prize that could persuade me from your eyes, and that alone just puts them all to shame. Hearts beating 16 bits till we lose all our lives and we call it quits. But even if we don't survive, I wanna take you on a little drive down the Rainbow Road. Oh, we could go back like Toad, or we could take it slow like Wario. But I feel like our scenario is just like Peach and Mario, where Bowser is your boyfriend and I'm stuck on World 1 in the friend zone. Mamma mia, I'm in the friend zone. I'm in the friend zone. There's a fire in his eyes, but there's a flame in my heart, and no Koopas, Goombas, or Boos will keep us apart. I'll use everyone up I've got and reset till my system's hot. If you just bake a cake that says my name, well, the cake is a lie. Well, the cake is a lie. Oh, girl, excuse how I repeat, but you make my heart complete. I've got a glitch. Download a patch, maybe I'll hit a higher pitch. Oh, the cake is a lie. Gonna bust us out of this crummy 2D8-bit town. And I know he roughed you up, but girl, I wanna win back your crown. But I'm sick of following the rules. I need a little TV left, right, A, down. And every night he gets a little clearer. That monster's staring me back in the mirror. Each day is getting harder. The future's growing darker, 'cause the heroes become the villains over time. The heroes become the villains over time. And I thought that our scenario was just like Peach and Mario. But now I feel like Bowser, and I wonder if I should have let you go.
Luxury, craftsmanship, sticker, shine. A timeless book for a timeless age. Where will it take you? Glamour, education, popularity, respect, wealth, success. Attract members of the opposite sex. Attract members of the same sex. Love is love, comrade. Place second at a talent show. That's still pretty popular. Or maybe it's your new career. Work on a ship. Work in a circus. Work at the state fair. Pig racing. Modern juggling technique, hand-typed by artisan writers. Thousands of unique words, carefully arranged, conveying specific thoughts and ideas. Thoughts and ideas that will make you a better juggler. Buy the book. Own the book. Buy the book again. Own 2 copies. Status. Literacy. Luxury. On sale now. Put it on your credit card. It all starts with a book. Read a fucking book. Juggling, what it is and how to do it. A not so brief introduction to the world's most underrated pastime. A new book by Tom Wall, featuring chapters by Jay Gilligan, Fritz Grober, and Benjamin Domas Grew. Modern Vaudeville Press. Just read a goddamn book.
Just read a goddamn book, including if it's juggling, by our good friend Tom Wall, who is a Devil's Hour alumnus and a really great guy I met at the Southern Touch of Hootenanny back when those were live. Hopefully be back next year. That's how it goes. And right, Lisdom, that fucking video is amazing. That's why I like showcasing it. The weird, the wild, and the wonderful, right here. You know what else is the weird, wild, and wonderful? Our next performer. So our next performer is actually part of the Oddworld Danger Show. Rob Romeo is a musician. He is an actor. He's a maker. He's a fire performer and a blacksmith. In fact, that last one he learned due to the pandemic, because we all had to figure out something new to do, like me here. Yeah? Of course, with the world opening up, him and his crew from the Oddworld Danger Show are starting to do shit again. I've seen them perform twice live since moving here in New York, so it's definitely worthwhile. So here's some cool stuff he does for his weird and wild ways. Rob Romeo.
out that you can see.
Sideshow Hootenanny in New Orleans! Yes!
Rob Romeo, everybody. Wasn't that great? Fucking fire whip. It's great. Definitely whenever they're in town, definitely check their shit out. It's gonna be a lot of fun. You know what time it is, right? Sideshow history. Now, normally when I talk sideshow history, I talk about someone's life and their history concerning sideshows specifically. And I'm still going to be doing that, don't get me wrong, but I'd first like to tell a story. And I found this story very interesting, which is why I'm telling it this way. So picture, if you will, the year is 1884. 1884. A brand new store, the Meyer and Hennings Dry Goods Emporium, is opening up in downtown Corsicana, Texas, which is a very small town. Even now it's considered a small town, but it was a tiny town. 1884, so Old West sort of stuff. So they're doing a grand opening, bringing all the people from all around coming to the big store. So they got like banners and like bands playing and whatnot and stuff like that. But as part of the festivities, there is a rope that is tied from the second floor of the store across the street to the Jackson Saloon and Gentleman's Relaxation Salon, and pulled taut. So that way it's nice tight, like a tightrope. In fact, it is a tightrope. And starting from the store good size, you see a small, mid-60s man step up onto the rope with a full-size stove strapped to his back. And when I mean a full-size stove, this is 1884, which means it's fucking cast iron. Heavy as shit. And so, strapped to his back, got to get on that rope as he puts his good foot forward. And I do stress his good foot because he was one-legged. So, peg-legged with a stove strapped to his back, 20 feet in the air to walk across like 30 feet in between two buildings. That is what everybody saw that night. Or at least that's what they were expecting to see. You see, about the midway point or third of the way, it's, time period, it's hard to say as far as people say exactly where the distance was. It seems that the rope on the store side gave way. And this rope walker fell 20 feet to the ground. And he felt like a fucking stone because of the goddamn stove strapped to his back, smacking on the ground below, sending the crowd wild because, of course, they're not expecting this. He gasps with really his last breath that he says, "I'm Jewish. Bury me with my people." And died. Now, being Jewish, he was buried fairly quickly. Either the next day or the very day after that, like really quickly. And all that with a simple tombstone, which says Rope Walker 1884, because nobody knew who this man's name was. True story. I mean, that's a legit tombstone. It's from Texas. I'm not going to lie about it. For over a century, nobody knew who this man was. Nobody. It was considered the impossible task. Nearby college would send their freshmen on the wild goose chase when being hazed for fraternities. That's how it was. It actually took the digitalization of newspapers. So in the 2000s, when that started happening in earnest, somebody broke it down. The rope walker's name was Moses Berg. He also went by Professor Dahoon as another name, which made things trickier because they thought it was two different people and turned out to be the same person. Here's the true things that are as true as we can make them to be. Dude was born in the early 1800s. Oh, sorry, the mid 1800s, around 1830-ish time, in Germany to circus folk. When he was immigrated to America in his late teens, early 20s, ended up fighting in the Civil War. In fact, that's how he lost his leg, was in a battle in Illinois. He lost the leg and lived the rest of his life with the peg leg. Afterwards, there are strange tales of him traveling from town to town, doing weird stunts and things like that, ranging from this tightrope walking thing, which he'd done several times, and he had done a foot race in the New York area, New York State, not city, and won as well. So these crazy stunts, and he would do them anywhere from hundreds of dollars to a fucking bar tab. But the fact is, he did all this crazy shit, and then nobody knew who he was for over 100 years. Just a rope walker. Buried in 1884. Kind of weird, huh? Anyway, we'll be right back.
Men die and fade into time, but legends like us live forever. We are immortal. Welcome to the Immortal Wrestling Federation.
Yeah, it's my friends from the IWF and the Houston area. They're because I think they're about to start in the next month or two back up live, doing live shows again. So if you're in the Houston area, check them out. It's a lot of fun. So I've been doing this for over a year, and I started doing it on a different channel, and which is nothing against the channel, just how it works. But I want to make sure that the people I showed, especially at the beginning, are showcased, especially because they were friends of mine, or I knew, either friends, or I knew them enough to do this sort of stuff, and I want to make sure they get the love. And so here's another retro moment. And so these next performers I adore. I met them at the Great Southern Sideshow Hootenanny 3 years ago now. They're a Canadian madmen and a carny duo, otherwise known as the Great Orbacks and Sweet Pepper Klopak, a.k.a. the Monsters of Schlock. They've been burned, bruised, hammered, hooked, stapled, and smashed, all in the name of comedy? They're actually a real-life cartoon reel sideshow that meets Jackass. They've won tons of awards. They've broken over 26 Guinness World Records. And they're great guys. I look forward to hanging out with them soon. But to give you guys an idea who they are and what they're like, here's a taste.
I'm the Great Orbacks, and this is my brother, Sweet Pepper Klopak. And together we're the Monsters of Schlock, the world's most extreme two-man circus sideshow county magic extravaganza. Oh, no. Oh! No!
Oh! Do not try this at home. Oh, Lord. There are so many things that are wrong with
Tell me what's happening. Why is this happening? Why?
Gee, why don't you grab these and tear them off as fast as you can?
Die Monsters of Schlock sind nämlich Meister in Aua.
And it actually will go right back to its original. Here we go. On the count. So. On the count.
Nicht nachmachen. Das könnt...
Three.
But I love you guys.
Thank you. We're in Australia, everybody. Some noise, Columbus. Show. Thank you so much, guys. And thank you.
You are about to witness something momentous. You are about to see a Guinness World Record in action.
I hope you're not eating right now. And then, of course, there's the giant bed of nails.
Everybody ready? 3, 2.
To beat the record, the bikes have to ride over Orbacks at least 32 times in under 2 minutes.
How you doing? Good. Keep her going. Keep moving.
Go. 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1, go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome for our 25th Guinness World Record. Put your hands together for Sweet Pepper Cloud Pound. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 12, 13, 14, come on! 16, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 34, 36. Ladies and gentlemen. Stop laughing. This is very serious.
Is your bar looking a little ordinary? Is it lacking something awesome? Well, head out to your local liquor store and pick up something extraordinary. Grab a bottle of Old Humble Straight Whiskey or Old Humble Special Reserve. They're clean, smooth, easy drinking whiskeys that taste the way whiskey should taste. From humble beginnings to an extraordinary finish, Old Humble whiskeys are what your bar needs today. Walk tall, be awesome, and drink humble. Old Humble Straight Whiskey and Old Humble Special Reserve. Get yours today.
Monsters of Schlock, everybody. Definitely check out their stuff. www.monstersofschlock.com. And you can follow either of them on Instagram, like Sweet Pepper Klopek, or _great_Orbacks. Dope. How we doing? We doing good? Yeah. Cheers. Let's talk about our next performer, shall we? I think we shall. So, who I want to talk about is I want to talk about the Bridge City Sinners. See, what they do is they take kind of like folk songy sort of stuff and put it in a really good direction of punk rock. Like a rowdy, folksy mosaic of banjo, violin, guitar, mandolin, upright bass, and ukulele. All that sort of stuff. Mix it up. Sinners started their journey really as like a rotating cast of friends who like to busk in Portland, Oregon. Now they've essentially became like a band, and have played all these really cool like festivals, including things like the old band's Warped Tour, Folk Life, all that sort of stuff. They just released a brand new record called Unholy Hymns. And here is the debut single titled Unholy Hymns from the Bridge City Sinners. Check it out, everybody. Bridge City Sinners, everybody. Wasn't that amazing? So much fun. I pick up that record, man. It's tight. It's dope. do we have a good time tonight? Thank you guys for tuning in whenever you're able to do so, whether it's live or you watch it later. I greatly appreciate it either way. Now, to finish this all out, let's give some big thanks, shall we? Right? Big thanks. Big thanks. First, who should we thank? Let's start with Luchador Libre. Make sure to follow them on Instagram at Luchador Libre. It's tight as far as they're able to get that thing. And luchadorlibre.com for the website and all their information. What a steal for them to get a hold of those domains. Who else should we thank? How about Rob Romeo from Audible Danger Show? In fact, follow him on Instagram at Audible Danger Show. Or go to audibledangershow.com to keep track of everything they're up to. Definitely worthwhile. And, of course, the Bridge City Centers, who we just saw. Follow them on Instagram at Bridge City Centers. Or go to thebridgecitycenters.bandcamp.com to pick up that new record. And as you guys know, I like showcasing Bandcamp because they'll get more money that way. Now, did I put it on here? No. Don't forget, thanks to the Monsters of Schlock. They really pulled in the clutch. I really love those guys. Go to monstersofschlock.com to get track of all their information. They have a podcast called Orbax Pepper Do a Podcast, which is amazing on your favorite podcast format. Do all those things. Worthwhile. And that's about it. Now, a little business for people watching live or people watching later. There'll be some changes to the Carney Show network as far as when shows are going to be broadcasting. I got a real life job, and so some of that time period involves when I normally broadcast. So stuff's going to shift around. Some stuff will stay. Some stuff will become like taped and then broadcast later. Some stuff will remain live. Just keep track of all my social medias, or all Carney Show social media, which is Facebook and Instagram. Let's keep track of all that stuff, of which I'll also issue a new schedule. Thank you guys once again for tuning in. I said I greatly appreciate it. And as always, be safe, be cool, be groovy. And as always, keep drinking.